Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next session of our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. It has been 2 weeks since our last game. I don't know why I said that. That's our schedule. We got a weird energy tonight.
Hi.
Who wants to know about the average gas price in Los Angeles County? Anybody in the chat?
Anybody in the chat? It's too much. Is your spoiler? So, before we get started, you may notice there is a small gap. We do not have AJ with us this week. AJ will not be with us through the entire month of August. He's taking some well-deserved rest from the busyness of life, and they will be back with us in a couple weeks. But for now,
They work very hard.
Yeah, they work very hard. Does so much for everyone, and we adore AJ. So for this week, since we still have a mission to perhaps take on, the group will be joined by a new friend, who I will put on over Rakis, just for now, just for today.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it'll take them all of like 30 minutes to die,
Hush, sir. They are precious. Perhaps they will not die.
I hope not. Ooh, we can make a random fact about them.
Oh my god, yes. I'll let you know if it contradicts anything that I've got in my head. They're now going to be the biggest one. So last
Fact,
time...
this kobold is 8 feet tall.
Fact. So last time on in our campaign, we dealt with the fallout of losing Ellic and Obelisk, as well as introducing our new friends, Henrietta Silverspoon and Geely Emberlock, who were sent by the party's patron, Danica, to kind of meet up with the party in Tourmaline. They went back to Lonelywood, got the dogs, and everybody got most of the group got their fortunes told by Moby the fish. On their way back to Bryn Shander, they encountered some magical hail, which turned Rakis invisible. They told Danica about Obelisk and Ellic, and the party decided to rest up for the night before heading to Caer Dineval the next morning. Before we do get started, so Rakis is going on a super secret mission. Once we've determined how long AJ will be gone and how long Rakis will have for his super secret mission, which we will tell you about once we have actually played that out. But
I love this.
So Rakis will not be joining the crew on the journey to Caer Dineval, and will instead be following up on a solo stealth mission. I know. But we're going to go ahead and reintroduce our characters as we do every week. First up, we have Ian, it's Ian's birthday today. Everybody in chat.
Happy birthday,
Ian, happy birthday.
Thanks, everyone. It's illegal to kill me on my birthday. It
is illegal.
Saying.
It's illegal to kill you. It's not illegal to kill the cute new NPC that we have.
Oh, well, that would be sad, so yeah, I guess. All right.
Or Alrion, please.
So, yeah, and I will periodically remind chat that it's Ian's birthday all day today. But Ian, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character?
Yeah, I play Alrion. And my fun fact for Alrion today, we've had a string of sad facts, so here's an actual not sad fact. Alrion is a vegetarian when they can be, but it's not always an option in the Dale, so they've had to adapt. But when they lived in, what was I going to say? Waterdeep, they were a vegetarian.
I love that they lived in Waterdeep. Waterdeep's a fun city.
It's the one I know the best.
I mean, yeah.
There you go.
It's the one that's easiest to know the best, because it's the only one that's got an entire campaign book written around it for 5e.
And it's like a good one.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up we have Scout.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Scout. I am playing Henrietta Silverspoon, aka Hen, generally goes by that nickname. She's a gnome artificer, and her fun fact this week is that, let me read it so that I get it right. Open my no peeking. There we go. So she has a small homunculus named Chancer. And Chancer is actually an Irish slang term for someone who takes a lot of risks, often poorly calculated ones. And so Hen named this little homunculus Chancer because this little monkey is way too curious for her own good. And so she just teases her little homunculus about
Chancer.
about being too curious for her own good.
Excellent. Fucking wonderful. Next we have Libby.
Hi, I'm Libby. I play Gili Emberlock, who is a shifter monk. Her fun fact is that one of her favorite childhood possessions is a ballerina music box. Her mom, Ani, gave it to her when she was real little. Just like the fun little cube that Henrietta gave her last session is just kind of like a good mindfulness tool to be there in the moment, to kind of take her out of her own head for even just a moment. So that's so she loves it. She unfortunately doesn't have it right now, but it's something that she has always loved very much.
That's precious. Wow, I love her.
It's a little grounding tool.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, I'm fixing Oki's token one more time. I forgot to give them... Oh, no, I did give them the dark vision. Perfect. Excellent.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
I just got that.
Excellent. Hi, everybody. I'm Jill. I'm your DM.
Hi, Jill.
I guess my fact this week will be about Oki, and it will be a fact that you will soon very, very quickly learn in campaign. And that is that Oki is headed on the same path as the party because they are going to see their wife in Cairdenivall.
So cute.
And their wife is named Pollyanna.
I love that.
Let's hope they make it there.
Let's hope they make it.
Ian, you can't be
Dear
this
God.
pessimistic on your birthday.
Yeah, Ian.
It's my party and they'll die if I want to. I
Oh,
don't know.
No.
boo.
No.
Boo.
But you don't
No.
want them to die.
I don't. But I've been hurt too many times.
It turns out that on your birthday, you don't get to choose how you feel. We all tell you to be happy.
We tell you.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are the arbiters. And we say that Ian must be happy. Oh, before we get started, Eric's back with my snacky.
Hi, Eric.
He's not in here yet, but he will be in a second.
Rude.
I know.
I know. I can't believe he didn't say hi to you.
I know. How dare he?
I already have a sketch for tonight.
God.
Already?
You
Of course you
literally
do.
you already drew Oki. Like when
I know,
posted
but I was
Oki in
doodling.
chat, I was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, here's your helper for
How does-
today." And everyone
how
and
does-
Scout was like, "Oh, here's a token."
I don't know
Thank you,
how,
dear.
like, you don't, like, your paper or your iPad just catches on fire with how hard and, like, you know, you're, like, drawing.
Oh,
Like,
they did. Oh, good.
just...
It's true. Anyways, I drew this little hen because we were just talking, and this is what I have to do to keep my focus sometimes. Is just
Hey,
draw
it's all
little
good.
characters.
She's so
Sometimes
cute.
you just gotta draw a little guy. Chocolate.
Eric did send me a message that said, "Don't let Jillian kill you on your birthday, okay?"
Yeah, he was very insistent that I not kill you on your birthday.
Eric looking out for
Additional-
me.
Eric is looking out for you.
Mhm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay. So, do you, do you all have access to all of Oki's stuff? Yes. You should.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, additional hen fact. She is a woman, but also she is just a little guy.
Just a little guy. Got to be one of my favorite genders.
Yeah, her gender is just a little guy.
They should
Her
make a
gender is
reverse druid
she
where you're an
just
animal
little
that
guy.
can turn into people. Yeah, in that, can't you do that with polymorph? I mean, I guess that's not a class though. It's just a spell.
I mean, the thing is now you can, with custom ancestry, you can make
can
that.
just
You can
be a cat.
play as a cat. Yeah.
But polymorph, you can only polymorph something into something with a challenge rating up to your level.
Okay.
Is that it? I don't think that's it. That doesn't sound
No,
right.
I think that's right for polymorph. For druids, it is a lower challenge.
It is
challenge.
because
And
it's
it has
Ian's
to-
birthday.
And it has to be beasts with polymorph.
Correct.
But true polymorph.
Right, if we're just throwing 9th level spells around.
Yeah, hell yeah, why not? Instead of being one with nature, you attune with business. God. Can't believe it. Alright.
That's Garfield the Deals Warlock. Okay, let's play the game.
Straight up is, yeah. So, that morning before you head out, Danica stops you and lets you know. She says, Flynn took a talk to Rakis this morning. It seems he's going to be going on a bit of a solo mission for her, but I have a friend here, and she kind of steps aside to reveal a tiny little kobold with white scales and blue eyes, who is just bundled up in a big ol' sweater. And Danica says that this is Oki. She is going to Caer Dineval as well. Would you mind just kind of taking her with you, helping her along the road? And Oki kind of gives you like a big old smile and waves her hands really enthusiastically and tries to like go up and shake each of your hands.
Oh, handshakes Oki's hand.
It's like a two-handed like up and down vigorous shaking of the hands.
Chancer comes down and like also reaches out a little hand to shake Oki's hand.
Oh my god.
That's real cute.
Oki gives Chancer a little smooch.
Oh, Chancer goes like, like does the little hand gesture of like, "Aw, shucks."
Yeah, I know the one.
Mm-hmm. And Hen is like, "Stop showing off."
Chancer's got a cute little personality going. It's like, oh, you.
Oh, you.
Gili, it gets really excited. I don't think she's ever seen a kobold either.
Gosh, she was so sheltered.
Yeah, she might have heard about kobolds though. So I feel like this is kind of not as surprising, but she like does the two-handed shake thing too.
I feel like Oki and Gili just kind of like end up jumping around in a circle in the snow because they're just shaking each other's hands so hard.
Henrietta, like, careful, you hurt yourself.
She's
Slow
like,
down
hey,
there.
this is fun. Is Rakus gonna join us later? Because, I mean, I like this new friend.
Rackus will be back. Oh my god.
No, fucking Gili, when Danica mentioned that Rackus was off on his own mission, Gili felt a sense of relief.
Oh my god.
Not in a bad way, just like oh no, today was gonna be really awkward and now it doesn't have to be.
Oh good.
Ariane shakes Oki's hand.
Oki doesn't try and like press the issue. They kind of get the sense that Ariane is like very much not in the mood.
Well, I mean,
Not like
Ariane's not gonna be a jerk.
not like that, but they're not gonna like start trying to jump around with Alrion like they did.
Oh
with...
yeah, not down for that right now.
Yeah, exactly. There's less frivolity with Alrion at this moment. So after Oki makes their introductions, Danica looks at you all and says, "Is there anything else you need before you leave?"
I don't think so.
I think we're all good to go.
I got nothing to complain about.
All right. Well, do be careful. I know it's a long ride or a long journey to Caer Dineval. Stay safe out there.
Thank you. We will do our best.
Hen putting on her snow goggles and putting her big hood up. I'll be safe as life.
Let's go.
All right, pork chop, magpie, let's go.
Boof.
Oh,
Oof.
Boof.
Magpie's like, I guess I'll listen to this human, or not this human, but this person.
I suppose.
I suppose I will listen for my brother, Pork Chop.
For my brother. So it is indeed a long journey to Caer Dineval. It is a 10.5 hour by foot.
We get like 2 minutes outside the wall, and Ariane says, "All right, does everybody use the restroom? We're not stopping."
Oh my god! For in 10 hours?
No, we're going to stop.
Incredible.
Yeah, Sheely's just shaking her head. No, I'm fine.
Hen just very curtly, I took care of my business.
I think it will be best if we stop at the Crossroads, probably a more traveled spot.
I defer to you. You're a ranger. You know these places.
You know what's up. Oh, I need to move y'all.
For some reason, Ariane was expecting Hen to want to take charge.
No. Hen is like, I'm fucking new here.
Yeah, I think both Hen and Sheely are like, we're kind of following the leader right now. Well, Sheely's always followed the leader, but you know.
Would you both like to? Two of you could ride in the sled. It's big enough for two smaller people to ride in. I'm fine to walk alongside. I've got my snowshoes and everything.
I actually need a workout, so I don't mind walking.
Hen, Oki.
I think Hen like has this look on her face like she's at first like she's gonna be like all like, oh no, I don't need to sit on here just because I'm smaller. I'm I can walk with the rest of y'all. But I think she also sees that this is a gesture of kindness from Alrion, and so she nods and says, I'll keep an eye on the things for now, and then I can walk in the second half.
Very well.
All right. So you set out on the relatively well-traveled path. Bryn Shander is kind of the hub of 10 towns. It's where most folks actually, tend to go. And your first 2 hours are uneventful. Do you do anything your first 2 hours of journeying? Are you chatting? Are you staying silent? What do you do?
Alrion talks to the snow.
Oh,
What does Alrion say?
They speak in Elvish.
Sheila is very curious about this. But she doesn't say anything. She's just curious about this.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Hen is going to take this chance of sitting on the sled to cast Inquisitor's Meditation as a ritual spell.
ooh, nice.
So that is, you create a magical memory palace, a mnemonic device that focuses all the information in your mind and allows a sudden flash of future insight once during the duration, which is 8 hours. When you make an intelligence check or wisdom check, you can choose to gain a +5 bonus on that roll. You make this choice after you see the roll, but before the outcome is determined. When you do so, the spell ends. That's it. So I'm going to meditate for a few minutes. I think because I think while she's doing this, she puts her staff, Quicksilver, in her lap, and there's like a little chamber in the middle of it that has a thing that looks like Quicksilver, like a liquid silver kind of substance, and I think it kind of glows a little bit as she's doing this because one of the upgrades on Quicksilver, which is her ancestral weapon, is the upgrade that lets her cast ritual spells in half the time.
I love that.
So she meditates by looking into the sort of swirling motions of the liquid.
That was very
Interesting.
Cool. All right. You continue on your journey. Can I get a perception check from everyone?
Are you going to roll for Oki, Jill?
I will roll for Oki. During combat, you guys can control Oki, though.
All right.
Nice job, Julie.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Okay. You guys do all eventually see this as well, but Gili is the first one to notice. You see something, Gili, coming from the northeast in the sky. And it looks big.
Do the dogs get to roll perception
Oh
too?
yeah, the dogs can also roll perception, sure.
Because they can be like, bork, bork, I see something.
Ian, since Alrion is the legal owner of the dogs, do you want to roll those?
Oh, I was.
Okay, just double checking.
Ian says
Thanks
they're my
for checking.
dogs.
It's
and
true.
I get to roll for them. Okay, so Porkchop also notices, and kind of does a little whine, a tilt of his head, and kind of boofs a little bit. And Gili, you see something flying through the air. And and it is huge, and it's coming from the northeast, and it seems to be just kind of like going straight.
It doesn't seem like it's coming down.
It doesn't
at us,
seem like it's
or-
coming down at this moment. As it gets closer, the rest of y'all see what looks like a massive white dragon
Cool.
being ridden by something. A very large humanoid.
Terrifying. Aurion is going to say to everybody, we need to step off the trail. Get down, cover yourselves. We do not want to be seen by whatever that is.
All right, everybody give me a... Also, you can make either a stealth, nature, or survival check.
Okay.
I get advantage on one of those in this environment, so...
My stealth and my survival are the same. So, stealth it will be.
Do the dogs or anyone? Like, I don't know if the dogs need to do anything.
The
but...
dogs don't need to now.
Oh shit! Who should roll for Okie Dokie?
I did.
I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did. Okay.
It's the 14. Yeah, I'm the weak link here.
Here, I'll turn myself into Okie Dokie when I roll as Okie Dokie. Hello. It's me. You all are able to kind of cover yourselves just enough. The dragon and what seems to be a giant riding it pass overhead without incident.
I'm assuming a frost giant.
Indeed.
I thought that giants and dragons didn't really get along that well.
I wasn't aware that dragons really got along well with anyone, but yes, that was very unusual.
Are there always dragons around here?
I've never seen a dragon before now.
Okay, well,
actually,
I'm not the only-
wait,
Have I? Yeah.
wait, hold on. How long have you been in the Dale?
2 years.
Yeah, you may not have seen a dragon. What about Hen?
I've lived in Tourmaline my whole life.
You have definitely seen a dragon.
I've seen a dragon around.
You
Do
know
I know this dragon?
there is at least one ancient white dragon, but it is not ridden by a frost giant.
Okay. I know that there's an ancient white dragon that lives around these parts. See it occasionally. Doesn't seem to bother us too much. But I've never seen one that's ridden by a frost giant.
Sounds like bad news. Mm.
Like Zoink Scoob.
Zoinks.
Oh.
Well done, everyone. They either seemed not to notice us or not to consider us worth their time to consume.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up and for the help hiding.
Well, it was Sheely who saw them, so well done.
Gilia's tail starts wagging.
Oh.
Cute. Would doing a history check here or anything to recall if I know, is there any other information that I might have? Like, would I have heard a rumor or something living here all this time, or is it just the stuff about the ancient white dragon?
Well, that was an ancient white dragon up there.
Yeah.
You can roll a history check.
Okay.
Damn.
Nice.
This is my bread and butter, baby.
It really
This
is.
is where the intelligence comes in.
Exactly.
This is what it's like to have a character with high intelligence.
It is. So you know that a couple of white dragons have lived in the area. They mostly tend to sort of keep away from each other. Because dragons don't often get along with each other.
Mhm.
But you do know about the white worm, who lives on the glacier, and that is the one that you are more familiar with. Um, and you know that she is ridden by a wizard. But she typically doesn't eat people. She mostly eats animals. But you also know, like, nobody, like, goes and provokes said dragon. But
Wouldn't
if there's
dream of
another
it.
ancient white dragon in the area, you do not know about them.
All right, so Hen reports that all to the party, and doesn't usually come around snacking on us people in the tin towns. Usually goes for the big game.
Is it? I guess. Question: is the glacier like where's that glacier?
So you can, if you scroll out on this map, the glacier is in the top northeast corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've spent plenty of time in the Dale, but I've never gone anywhere near as far as the Ragged Glacier.
I think most people try to avoid it.
Right. It's the wastes outside of the main paths are a very dangerous place.
Paths are dangerous enough as it is. Don't need to get a glacier in there too.
You're very right.
Well, I think we can get going now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You continue along, and after about a total of 6 hours travel, you do reach the Crossroads. There is a crossroads sign on the eastway which points west for Bryn Shander, north for Caer Dineval and Caer Koenig, east for East Haven, wow, who would have guessed, and south for Goodmead and Dugan's Hole.
Heh.
Heh.
Every time.
Every time. We can't be mature about Dugan's Hole.
No.
Listen.
They knew what they were doing.
So we're stopping here like for lunch, right?
Yeah, because
Kinda
it would
eat some
be
rations.
it would be kind of closer to a late lunch sort of thing, but
Yeah, this is where the rest area is with the scenic overlook.
yeah, and the
Mhm.
maps and
Yeah.
the coupons for Disney World and
And
fresh
the,
orange juice.
The brochures.
The vending machines behind bars.
Yeah.
that have ice cream like bars in them inexplicably.
Yeah, the ice cream bar vending machine directly next to the hot coffee vending machine,
Mm-hmm.
because that makes sense. Yeah, precisely.
I think when we stop to do that, Hen takes a few minutes to check on the sled and on the dogs, and if anything needs a little bit of touching up, if anything's a little bit worn or frayed, she has mending, so she's just kind of checking on the tack, the dog tack. That's not what it's called. I don't think, and everything, and making sure that it's all in good order and casting mending on anything that needs it.
I love that she has mending because Alec had mending just in case. So I'm like, yay, someone can pick up for Alec.
Yeah, Alrion will feed Pork Chop and Magpie and talk to them a little bit. Talk to them in Elvish. Probably they don't understand because Obelisk did not speak Elvish to them, but it's just what they're comfortable with.
I don't think Obelisk was always their owner. So you could roll. Give me a d20 roll.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's like finding out if an animal speaks like Spanish or something, you know?
If an animal speaks
Like-
Spanish.
Like, well, I mean, you know.
There are dogs that speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Taco Bell Chihuahua.
God damn it.
You get the sense. Hey, there's a dime in my pocket. You get the
Oh,
sense.
what fortune.
I know. You get the sense that Pork Chop at least seems to somewhat recognize the words that you're saying. May not
Oh.
understand them, but
Are the ears turning?
yeah.
They tell him he's a very good boy in Elvish.
His like tongue lolls out of his mouth and he like gives very happy panting, like
Good. And of course, they turn to Magpie and say they're very good too.
Magpie kind of, I imagine, like gives you a look like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Additional fun fact for the record, Obelisk used to talk to them in Primordial.
Oh, sweet. You can't do this to me, Scout. You keep making me
Yes,
sad
I
about
can.
Obelisk.
Alrion will observe Hen taking care of the sled, and their immediate gut reaction in their current state is to be like, "Oh, she doesn't think that I take care of things," and
Oh,
then they're like,
no.
"No, that's not fair."
Elrion's going through something though, so I get
yeah,
it.
Ariane's going through a lot. We understand. We
I
respect
get it.
it.
When you're already depressed or in a state of mind, it's like everything sucks. So it's like, oh yeah, I get it, Elrion.
Yeah, and so they realize that's not fair, and then say, "So, Henrietta, how long have you lived in the Dale?"
Born and raised here in the snowfields.
So, what was it like before the Eternal Night?
Hey Jill, what was it like before the Eternal Night?
I mean, it was still cold, but like it was livable. Like people used to come and visit.
Yeah.
Their son existed.
Like there used to be like a pretty thriving like probably like people would come and do like skiing and sledding. Um, like it wasn't the best place to live, but like it was nice. I mean, personally, I would love to live in the cold all the time. So,
I think Hen kind of like sits down, fiddles with her snowshoes a little bit, um, and then gets out, like just a little thing, just like a little whittling, that she's got, and kind of like works on that a little bit as she's talking. It seems to be easier for her to hold a conversation, when she's like got her hands busy, um, and says. Used to be a lot more tourism. It was nice to see the sun occasionally. That fish, the fortune telling fish, the fortune fish. That's been a real. That's been. I'm going a little rocky. I need to get back into my hen voice. It's been used to be a big draw for the tourists, around the place. And I grew up in Tourmaline. My dad used to work in the mines, and then he got into paleontology. I kind of used to follow him around, uh, so I know a little bit about that kind of thing. Um,
Paleontology. That's fascinating. What did he find something in the mine that got him interested?
there were some weird bones down there, but he was a tinkerer like me, and bones and things and remains, those are all interesting, but the thing that he really loved was to find tools and the remains of civilizations that are past, but still kind of, are like us. See how they made things, see what they thought was art, see what they thought was useful, interesting.
I imagine being that close to the Underdark in the mines probably was very dangerous to explore and look for things like that.
She nods and says, it was only a matter of time, I suppose, until he just didn't come back from a dig, but happened not too long after the sun went away.
Um, Alrion, like, gets like a very compassionate look on their face, and they say, "I'm so sorry."
Jill, I'll answer your I'll answer your question
oh yeah,
momentarily.
answer it after the session. Like I just needed.
Gotcha.
It just reminded me.
Thank you. Uh, can you repeat what you said, Ian?
Oh, that they look very empathetic, and they say, "I'm so sorry."
Hen gives Alrion like a very appreciative, kind of sad smile and says, "It's I'm out here. You could say my kind of pauses, whittles a little bit more. My quest is closure. Yeah, I lost my ma few weeks ago. Terrible accident, and so after losing both my parents, seems like I'd like to know what happened to both of them. So, hoping to find something out about him."
Did you say just a few 10 days ago?
Aye, not very long.
Um, they reach out to put a hand on Hen's shoulder and will stop if they look like that's not a welcome gesture.
No, Hen seems kind of surprised but okay with it.
Yeah. Alrion just looks sad in a very, like I understand kind of way and says if there's anything you need, um I'm sorry that we did not get off on the best foot.
Hen kind of like does a dismissive hand gesture at that and says, it's just I don't make the best first impression on people. And I know you've had a hard time of it too. We both have our pains. We're both allowed to grieve how we grieve."
They nod and um I don't really I don't really know much about my parents. It's been a very long time since I've seen them. I was lost from them when I was very young. Um, I came to the Dale a few years ago to see if there was any sort of planar magic happening here. Maybe I could find a way home. So that's what I'm doing out here. And every once in a while, you'll probably see me stop for a minute or so. And I've recently become in tune enough with the world around me to detect if there's any sort of doorways to other places nearby.
Hen kind of nods along, and says, I hope that your search ends much happier than I'm expecting mine to, when it comes to parents. I can't do as much as you with the specifics of, you know, of the portals and all that. But if you ever need a little bit of help, I can just detect magic the old-fashioned way.
They smile and say, "Thank you. I appreciate it."
Yeah, it's the least I can do. You're stuck with me now, I suppose.
Right. At least until Danica sends us our separate ways.
Little nod, not like an unhappy nod, just like a yeah, work.
Yep.
So might as well make myself useful while I can.
Yes. Thanks for taking a look over the sled. I must admit, I don't normally travel with a sled myself, so I might have missed some things maintaining it.
Nah, honestly, it looked pretty good. It's old habits. They die hard. You go down into the you, you go down near the Underdark enough, looking for old artifacts. You learn to make sure that that your equipment stays in shape. Maybe tech it a little bit more than you need to.
Yes, and well, I'm sure it's fine. The previous owner took very good care of it.
I can tell it. It's a well loved. It's very well tended.
They nod, and then they look around. What's Geely doing?
She's she's kind of mumbling to herself, but she looks really distraught.
Oh,
She looks a little teary.
They'll call out to them. I don't to her. I don't know how far away she is, but
I think she just was maybe, oh gosh, I don't know how far away. Maybe like a few yards away, just kind of like munching on her ration.
Are you all right?
Her ears perk up, and she kind of like wipes her eyes a little bit. Or I guess not a few yards. However close it would be for her to like just hear your conversation. But I'm not good with distance.
I mean, probably like a couple yards.
Oh,
yeah,
I have
that
an
sounds
audible
about right.
distance chart, actually.
Also, she has wolf ears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got pretty good hearing.
It just depends on how quiet the other two were trying to be.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But she, her ears perk up, and she kind of like wipes her eyes really quick, and she says, "Yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to add on to anything. I've had a rough time too, but I don't know."
Well, you're with us now. You're with us now. We have to take care of each other. If there's something that you would feel better for sharing, you're more than welcome to.
Hen nods and says, least I can do is listen after you heard me flapping my gums.
She takes a moment to think about it, and she gets up to the two of them. she sighs, and she says, "I'm here too because I lost my mother too. I actually am really interested in going to the next town, Cardinal, just because I'm looking for someone, but I'm just it's just been really hard. It's been a few months. It hasn't been, it's not recent, but it still sucks. It is like a Disney movie. I've been here. We all lost our parents.
I'm sorry for bringing up my own thing. I didn't mean to bring up sad memories for you, upsetting things for you, and upset you.
Yeah, and that sort of thing is something that you never really move past completely. It's always with you. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't have that much to complain about, especially if you guys are dealing with stuff too,
The hardships that we endure do not diminish what you've gone through. It's okay.
She looks sad, and she doesn't really know what else to say.
Aurion will make a gesture and pat the ground next to them, you can come sit next to me if you want, indicating.
She does that.
Yeah, Aurion will put an arm around Gili, just like a friendly hug.
Gili's ears perk up a little bit, and her tail kind of taps, like she feels a little better.
Aww. I think Hen reaches out and like pats Gilly's head, you know, in a little comforting way.
Julie's tail starts going a little more, and she gives them a little smile. She goes, "Thanks. Maybe I'll talk about it a little more later, but yeah, it's just hard. But you know, we'll just got to keep moving on, right?"
Moving forward is the better alternative to staying in place. That's it's a good way to look at it. Speaking of which, we should probably get going.
Aye.
All right, so start packing up to get back on the road.
On the road again. So you get back on the road. Once again, you know, pretty calm and quiet. There doesn't seem to be as much activity here as you would expect as you're heading towards Cair Denival.
Oh, sounds dangerous.
Yeah. But all of a sudden,
Yep, there it is.
Oh yeah. You do see another dog sled coming from Cair Denival, but this one, you know, is not going at your walking pace. It is just barreling down the road. Can I get everybody to make a dex save really quick?
That's my jam.
I'm not especially good at them, but that's okay. Could be better.
Oh, I'm still blessed. Whoops.
Hashtag blessed. I'll give Oki one as well. Come here, Oki, where'd you go? Here you are.
Nice.
Good job, Pork Chop.
Magpie's too stubborn.
+4 to dex saves? Oki, come on!
Oh, Oki. Oh no, Oki, don't die on us.
Oki gets run
No.
over.
You all manage to like veer out of the way as this dog sled kind of barrels past you, and it passes over a rough patch and kind of careens a little bit, and one of the bags kind of falls off the back of the sled, and the driver, a human woman, kind of yells back at you all over the sound of Pork Chop and Magpie barking at the dogs who are running by and also barking, and says, "You can have that, no charge." So since Alrion got the highest dex save, Alrion, give me a 1d6 roll.
All right.
Okay.
Good job, Magpie.
Whoops.
You notice that the bag seems to be kind of moving a little bit.
Can I do an insight check of that person?
It's going to be at disadvantage because they passed by really quickly and are already pretty much gone.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're like in a hurry.
Yeah, okay.
No clue.
I'm going to open the bag just a little bit, like just enough to like see through just a tiny bit.
You see a puppy.
A puppy?
Puppy?
A puppy?
A puppy?
A puppy.
A puppy?
I open the bag all the way and like let this puppy out.
The puppy looks very confused, like it just woke up.
Oh my goodness!
Puppy!
But did she just have bags of puppies? What is this woman doing?
What kind of a crazy person just throws a puppy off the back of a sled?
Well, she didn't throw the puppy off. Oh my god, it fell off. Jesus.
Okay,
Well, she didn't seem that concerned about it.
Yeah, I'll amend. What kind of a crazy person just leaves a puppy that fell off their sled?
Yeah, you do notice the bag wasn't tied, so you can kind of get the sense that maybe this puppy crawled into the bag to take a little nap.
Is there like more? Is there stuff in there?
Yeah, there's like clothes, just like plain old clothes.
Oh, they didn't know their puppy was in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Their
no.
puppy.
Our puppy now.
It's true. Chancer is like going immediately like beeline for the puppy and is like like grooming it, you know, like a monkey does, like looking through his fur for fleas and shit.
How old is this puppy? Like how?
Great question.
Also, what kind of puppy? Is it husky-ish kind of dog?
How long do dogs take to reach adulthood?
And yeah, I'd love to know what kind of dog this is.
Okay, puppies are considered adult dogs once they reach 1 year old.
I feel like they get weaned at 8 weeks.
Yeah, it's like 6 to 8 weeks or something.
Okay, hold on. Calculator.
There's like the little like puppy stage that's like they have the little pot bellies.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And then when they get, then there's the puppy stage where they get floppy, like their paws
so
are
this
too
puppy
big.
looks to be about 19 weeks, which is in so 19 like 10 days.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's about 190 days old, which means
So like half a year.
yeah, it's about 6 months or so.
Aww.
And it is a kind of sled dog, husky looking. It does not look like a purebred. It looks like maybe kind of got mixed a little bit with a mastiff or something. So it's not like a pure sled dog, but it is.
It's got a good jaw, like good thick jaw.
Yeah,
A little more muscular.
Alrion will hold the puppy and say, "Oh my goodness, look at you!"
Yeah, Gili is very excited. She's like, "Oh my gosh, it's yours."
Does the dog have a collar?
No, it does. No, yes, it does. It would have a collar. But I'm gonna let you guys name it
Okay.
because I can't think of a good name for a puppy off the top of my head.
Is this a boy puppy or a girl puppy?
I was gonna say you can't tell just by looking at its name, but you can tell by looking at the puppy.
Yeah.
We're gonna say I'm gonna roll a d6.
For all 6 genders.
Okay, it is a girl puppy.
All right.
A girl puppy.
Maybe we can think of this on the way to the on our way out. Gili too. Oh, God.
Magpie has come over. I think Porkchop has also come over. Porkchop looks Porkchop is like very curious and like wagging his tail. Magpie seems immediately like taken by this puppy. Like, oh, this one needs a mom. This is my child now.
Yeah. Alrion will hold the puppy towards Magpie and say, surely not even your cold heart could resist this."
All right. Mima did redeem points to name the puppy.
All right.
Yes,
Mima and I both had the same idea. The puppy is named Lucky, and the collar's tag is in the form of a star. Thank you, Mima.
Like a pentagram?
No, it's just a star.
Just a star.
A pentagram.
No, Mima, you did it. The puppy's name is Lucky. We've decided it. It is
you
canon
did it.
now.
It's canon. Magpie licks the little puppy on the top of the head. I don't know that dogs do the thing that cats do, where they just like take a kitten and walk away with it.
I don't think dogs
they
do that.
I don't think
Especially
dogs
not
do
at
that.
not especially not at a 6-month-old, you know, puppy that's like half the size of an adult or
Yeah.
more.
But she does just like keep very close to this puppy now.
We definitely, I mean, Geely is also petting this dog so much. And her tail is going.
And the
She's
puppy's tail is going.
yeah. All the tails are wagging.
All
Even
the tails
Magpie.
are wagging. Magpie's tail is wagging.
I love that.
Just a little bit.
So good for her.
we have to give her some snacks. And Julie.
I was gonna say Chancer is already raiding, like trying to find back at the sled, trying to find the snacks for the dogs once again.
Very cute.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we give the puppy some snacks.
Puppy.
Puppy.
Lucky.
Friend. So excited.
Your new son.
Daughter.
Daughter. That's right. I forgot I rolled to say it was a girl. Your new daughter.
Sometimes sons can be daughters and
Yeah.
daughters can be sons.
I just
It's
use
true.
the word your new son for any NPC that you get, regardless of gender.
That you adopt, yeah.
Your new child. Congratulations, you are parents now.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Yeah, Hen is very taken by this dog. Who couldn't be taken by a puppy? Come on.
Yeah, no, we're all excited. I think every single character I have for this campaign is just going to love dogs. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
who
it's a
they
good
are.
campaign to love dogs in. Must
Yeah.
love dogs, if you will.
Must love dogs.
All right.
All right, you got a puppy.
Yeah, bundle it up in the sled.
Yeah.
Make sure it doesn't fall off. But you're not
Yep.
going very fast, so. All right. Well, I think with that, it is 8:40-ish, so we're going to take a real quick break, everybody. And we will come back with the rest of the journey to Caer Dineval. We will see y'all soon. There will be a brief ad break, just real quick, so it may take you by surprise, just as a warning. It definitely shocked some people last time.
I hope that it's an ad for Butterfingers.
Okay. I don't like
got that.
Butterfingers, so I hope it's not.
Okay, I hope it's an ad for the Jungle Cruise movie.
All right, that's acceptable. All right, see y'all in about 10 minutes.
Glad we settled
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We are
Hi.
Hello.
continuing
Hi.
on our journey. Why does it do this sometimes? It does not recognize Darkhawk's name.
Yeah, he is object. I like that the second object is
I
capitalized.
know. Not sure why that happens, but you know, who can question the whims of fate? So the party continues. Why did that move?
Spooky.
Haunted.
It's correct on my screen, but it's wonky on the player side.
You're talking about the paths.
Mm-hmm. The paths and the tokens.
Oh yeah.
So when
saw
I
them
look at it on
moving.
when I look at it on Roll20, it looks fine, but on Twitch it looks wrong.
Yeah,
It's so
same.
fucking weird because it looks wrong on this particular. Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure it'll
we're
change
on a
once
path.
I fix the once we change maps. I'm sure it'll reset itself, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. It's just for an approximation of the direction that we're going. So you now equipped with +1 puppy.
We did
Oh
it.
damn, this is a magic puppy? A puppy +1?
Puppy +1.
Puppy +1. Lucky. The lucky pup.
Lucky is a magic puppy, has a +1 to all charisma checks.
Oh
Of
my
course she
God.
does.
So you all continue towards Caer Dineval. What do you do on the trip now that you got your puppy?
I mean, of course, love on the puppy. Everyone takes turns holding the puppy. Although 6-month-old puppy is kind of big, though.
Yeah.
Kind of big, a little big to be holding. I think that every once in a while Magpie looks back to like make sure like none of y'all are fucking with that puppy, right? Because I'll come for you.
I'll fuck you up if you mess with my
I'll
kid.
fuck you up if you mess with my kid.
My new daughter.
This is my daughter now.
I've only had Lucky for 5 minutes. If anything happened to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
It's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Hen is just she said she was gonna walk this stretch, so she's walking this stretch with her big shoes, her big snowshoes, her big coat and goggies.
So that means Sheely and Oki are riding on the sled, loving on that puppy.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know Oki is all about this puppy.
Sheely actually really enjoys like running and walking and stuff, but of course, the moment that she can just sit and love on this puppy, she's doing it.
Hell yeah.
I love that. All right. So the rest of your trip to Caer Dineval is pretty uneventful, and you arrive in the town. Let's see, it's a 10.5-hour journey with a 30-ish minute stop for lunch. So that's 11 hours. You probably left at what, 8 a.m.?
That
Yeah, I
sounds
got
right.
an early start.
Yeah. So that means it's probably around 7 at night. So it's starting to, it's always dark in the dale, but it's starting to definitely get a little bit darker as you arrive.
I just rode in from Bryn Shanda, and boy, my dog's tired.
These
Literally
dogs are
and
barking.
figuratively.
I think Hen would say, seems like it's probably best to get a place to stay for the evening and get a head start on whatever's going on here in the morning.
Yes, that sounds like it is for the best.
Let me move you guys to the east way. Which is
Jill, quick mechanical question. Why are we all glowing green?
Oh, so that's a fun thing that I can do now. That is your health.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. And then when you take
When you
off,
take
it
damage,
does that fun
it'll
little
start,
animation.
Yeah, it'll do a little animation when you lose health or when you gain health. And that way
Like
you
blood
can kind
splatter.
of see it shows up for enemies too. So you can see kind of an approximation of their health without seeing the numbers or an exact bar. It just kind of gives you a green, yellow, red sort of approximation.
nice.
Yeah.
I love
But you
that
don't
for
always
me.
have to remind us that they're bloodied.
Yeah.
An aura of vitality, if you will.
I will not. So
Every time,
Did you say I will not?
I did.
every time I see that Hen is smaller than everybody else, it makes me so happy.
It's so cute.
So Caer Dineval is on the rocky shore of Lac Dinneshere, and there is a small fortress kind of jutting up from the prominence overlooking the lake. You can see there are some docks in the area, and a few small houses. It seems there is what looks like to be the remainders of an inn kind of close by. There's a sign that says Dinev's Rest, and then it is kind of there's the sign says Dinev's Rest as you're kind of entering town with your signposts, and then it's kind of painted over in some like a white X. You get the sense that the inn is closed, but there is a sign for a place called the Uphill Climb, and that seems to be on the road towards the castle, which is called the Caer. As you kind of enter the town, you see a few teenagers, a couple human teenagers, one tiefling teenager. They're kind of building what look to be snowmen in the center of town.
Hello.
Snowball fight.
They kind of look up as you say something, and they start kind of chuckling and give you a little bit of a wave before moving back to their snowman. And the tiefling teenager puts a threadbare top hat on his head, and they all start laughing. However, as you all are kind of passing by and watching this, you hear them start to scream as the snowman comes to life and lifts the tiefling teen up into the air.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Frosty, why are you
Frosty's
doing this?
mad.
Frosty's fucking mad.
Is it initiative time?
It is.
Can't believe Frosty's fucking pissed.
I don't know what just happened, but oh my god, it made you guys have like the biggest auras. What in the hell did I do?
I don't
It
know. I
looks
don't see. Are you
normal
on
on my screen still.
It looks fine on here. Yeah.
Oh, no. It's when I moved your tokens to a different...
Oh.
You're not on there yet. I need to
Great.
get the thing up and then put you into initiative. Hold
Okay,
on.
my bad.
You're all good.
Would you like me to re-roll when the counter gets up?
No,
Oh,
you're
it's
good.
already
Great.
there.
Chancer shares my initiative, so that's good to know.
I'll put you on there.
Do you want me to roll a separate initiative for Pork Chop and Magpie, or just have them go on my turn?
I don't think they're going to be combatants.
That's good.
So give me a second before you start rolling your initiatives.
Oh,
Scout.
shit. Well, Ian did it too.
I know when I said hold on.
Hey, Ian did it!
I didn't hear you say hold on.
Alright, so we got him.
But Mom, he
Mom!
did. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Mom said it was my turn at the initiative counter.
Alright, hopefully this will work. Please hold as I try and paste your tokens. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Here we are. What the fuck is this thing?
It's a snow
I don't
golem.
like it. A
Does
snow
it have-
golem?
Snow
Does it
golem,
have
yeah.
eyes?
It's a snowman, y'all. Come on.
But look at this token. It's horrible.
Alright, so Hen got a 14, Alrion got a 21, Now we can get Gili and Oki in. And if you guys want to control Oki during combat, you absolutely are more than welcome to. You all have access to their sheet. Damn,
Damn,
they got
Oki.
good. Okay, Oki.
Okay, you rolled for Oki. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mima in the chat is right. Only cute tokens from here on out.
Yeah, only cute
None of
tokens.
Well, it's a good thing all of us are cute.
It's true.
Wow, this snowman got one. Here, I'll give you a better picture of the snowman.
Snowman.
Creature
Please do.
handout.
Slow ass snowman.
There should be one in here. QRS. There we go. Handout snow golem. Now, obviously, this one looks more like a snowman that some children would make, but
Oh, it has
Oh, it's not
teeth.
eyes, it's teeth. That's worse.
he's wearing a little top hat.
Oh my
Is he?
god.
What?
He is in our game.
Okay. I was like, I do not see
this,
a top
not in
hat.
this image, but in the.
Okay.
It looks like a horrible version of the mass-produced Avas in End of Evangelion.
God. Alright. So, it would seem that Aurion is up first.
So it would. All right, first combat since the bad combat. All right. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike.
Nice.
Ooh, I have a new class ability.
Oh, hell yeah, you do.
Hey.
Let's see, Planar Warrior. Choose a creature I can see within 30 feet. The next time I hit that creature with a weapon attack, all the damage dealt by the attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an extra 1d8 force damage. Alright, so I will also make this the Zephyr attack. So it's going to take an extra 2d8 force damage, if I hit, but I get advantage. Okay.
Yo!
Heyo.
Oh my god, fucking Aurion is like, don't play with me.
Damn. Alright.
They are innocent children.
Alrion truly said not today.
All right, so I'm gonna do the damage, but it's not gonna take into account the 2d8 force damage.
Okay.
So it does 17 force damage, and I need to do another 2d8. And
Okay.
how are we doing that with criticals?
We're just doing regular roll.
Okay,
So the 2d8 from Zephyr Strike, and then what? Sorry, what
it's
was the
1d8
Planar
from
Warrior?
Zephyr Strike and 1d8 from my Planar Warrior.
Right, but you still crit on the attack, so all of your dice are rolled. So that means you'd get 2d8 from Zephyr Strike and then 2d8 from Planar Warrior.
Ah, sweet. Okay.
This thing's gonna die.
Jesus. Okay,
Nice.
so that's 17 plus 19, correct?
36.
Alright. It's not dead, but it looks horrible.
Oh my god.
I like shot its arm off or something.
Like, it looks like it is just a pile of snow that is barely hanging on now. And for some reason, the animation didn't do. Great, love that. Not sure why that's happening. Anyway, it is looking very bad. Excellent job, Alrion.
Thank you.
Fucking strong as hell.
Incredible.
Gotta impress my new friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Friends. You called us friends.
Friends.
You know, if you go on a 10.5-hour road trip with people and they don't end up your friends, you are gonna end up hating them. So
Damn.
That's true.
We did have those nice heart to hearts.
yeah.
All right.
Oki!
Yeah, what do you guys want Oki to do?
Okie
Fuck it
dokie.
up!
Fuck it up,
Oki
Okie.
is not good at fucking things up. Oki is good at buffing.
Let me look
Okay.
at Okie.
Well,
Give me a buff. I'm next.
So Oki has guidance, sacred flame. Oh, I guess Oki has sacred flame. Cure
Yeah,
wounds.
either that or throw a dagger.
Yeah, or throw a dagger, but Oki would have to get a little bit closer to not have disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, well, Sacred Flame is always good.
Okay, yeah. Somebody want to do a sacred flame for Oki here?
You do, because it's a save.
Okay, sure.
Damn. Decimated.
Well, Oki is not great at doing damage, like I said. Alright. This thing.
Yeah, but how good is the snowman at moving?
Good question. The answer is okay, because I got a 12.
Nice.
That is more than 9. DC 9. Oh, Oki.
Oh, I know. Look, I made the mistake of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make this healer an Icewind Kobold," and then Icewind Kobold has a -1 to Wisdom, which is what they use for healer stuff. So
Oh no.
Looks like Oki should have thrown a dagger.
it's okay. It's fine. It's Hen's
It's fine.
turn.
Yeah, now Hen gets the kill.
Hopefully.
I knocked on wood for you.
Thank you. Hen is first going to use her bonus action to command Chancer to give her the help action.
Great.
So she's like, Chancer, line up my shot for me. And Chancer just like gets up on the tip of her staff of her quarterstaff. That's also like her magic staff kind of a thing. And I'm gonna light it up with a firebolt, or do my best to with advantage. Hey, how's a 23?
23 will do it, I think.
23 will do
Hell
it.
yeah.
Oh, only 3 fire damage.
And guess what?
Did it have 3 hit points?
Incredible.
Does it take double fire damage because it's snow?
I think so. Yeah.
So it's 6 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. What does this look like?
Like Olaf and
Oh my god!
Frozen.
Oh no! It's just it's like
Fucking hate that dude.
it's Alriana absolutely decimating this thing with an arrow, and then Hen just like shooting a firebolt into the hole left behind by the arrow, and it just kind of like explodes.
Incredible.
But I feel
Or
like
implodes because it like melts in on itself.
Mm-hmm.
Gili, she takes her stance, and then it just is like obliterated in a second, and she's like, "Oh my god, that was amazing!
Incredible.
That was so cool."
The tiefling kind of flumps to the ground as her snowman is destroyed.
Hey, y'all, right over there.
And she kind of cradles the hat in her hands, like, oh, kind of bummed about it.
Don't touch that.
She looks up and she says, yeah, I'm okay.
Sorry about your snowman. Maybe you gotta make a less haunted one next time.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how that happened. She kind of wipes her tears, and her friends come and like pat her on the shoulders and take the hat, and they're like, we'll go build another one somewhere else.
Wait, okay, hold on. Are we sure that this thing was going to attack the kid?
It grabbed her and had her in the air, and everybody
But like
in the
in
area
a
started
menacing way, or like in a I'm about to hug you kind of way?
Well, you don't know, because it lifted her up and everybody started screaming, and then it started to like look like it was gonna run away with the kid.
Oh, right, screaming. That's yeah. Okay.
Screaming is the indication of fear, so
Yeah. Hey, Hen, do you want to see if maybe that hat is magical?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I will
Also,
go
everybody
ahead.
needs to hydrate because Ian said so.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was sipping tea, but now I also have sipped water.
Tea is just like
Hey
water.
kids, before you head out there, do you think I could see that hat for a few minutes?
Yeah, I guess.
I just want to see if it's got a curse on it or something.
Sure. And she hands over the hat.
Thank you. Do I want to? I don't necessarily want to stand here for 5 minutes looking at it. I'll go ahead and I'll use a spell slot.
We're about to rest anyway.
That's what you think. Ain't no rest
Oh, wait,
for the
no,
wicked.
I can't. I don't have it prepared, so I have
You
to do it as a
fool.
ritual. I'm a fool.
You did tell them it was going to be a few minutes, so
Yeah. But it's half the time that it would take for a ritual because of my cool staff.
Yeah.
So that makes it 5 minutes instead of 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
sounds about right.
Yeah, you don't get any magic off of this hat. You get like what looks to be like some fading conjuration magic off the girl.
Huh.
Oh.
But that's about it.
Oh.
Any conjuration magic where the golem was, or
Yeah.
just on the girl?
Yeah, it's like fading as well.
Okay, so it was.
Did someone conjure it from far away or something? Like, I don't know.
Is there
Is
a
it-
trail? Is
is it-
there fucking
No,
conjuration magic?
there's not
footprints?
magic footprints.
Is it conjuration or enchantment?
Conjuration.
Okay.
Curious. Well, the hat is fine, but
Okay, good. That was my dad's hat, so I would hope it's not haunted.
what did your dad do?
Oh, my dad, he's just a fisherman.
Fisherman. Gotcha.
This is his old hat. You know, he said we could use it when we made snowmen.
Well, it's a very fetching snowman hat. I don't think that it'll make the next one come alive.
I really wish it would. I was really hoping that, because all sorts of fun things can happen. We just kind of wanted a friend, and I was really hoping it would come to life, and then it did, and it wasn't as great as I'd hoped.
Ariane will kind of like put their hand on this teen's shoulder and say,
Don't do drugs.
Well.
Stay in school.
Drugs, not drugs.
"Yeah, well, sometimes if you some people are gifted in a way that if they want something hard enough, it can come true, but this can sometimes have consequences that we do not necessarily expect. Are you magically inclined?"
Not that I know of. I mean, I know a little bit of magic, but that's, the stuff that my dad taught me, because, he taught me how tieflings can do magic, and that's, like, really just about it, as far as I know.
Are you you're living with your mother now?
Both my mom and my dad. He's not dead.
Oh,
Did I give you that impression? I'm sorry. No, my dad's fine. He's just out of work right now.
oh, okay.
He's not dead. I just miss him.
He's not dead. I just miss
He ain't
him.
dead. I just miss him.
The thing is, we've all had this conversation about my parents are dead. Yeah, mine are too. And then we just assume
Just like assume
everyone's
everyone's parents are dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, my
You
parents
have
are happily
parents?
married. Actually, they're doing great. My dad just, he hasn't been able to do as much work as he wanted, so he's kind of just been, spending some time with his friends, which is nice for him because he didn't really get to spend a lot of time with them. Why am I telling you my whole life story? I don't fucking care what you think. I'm a teenager. Piss off.
Hey, well,
Julie's like, whoa.
if you get the
Who
chance,
asked you?
you should study some magic. You seem to have an aptitude.
Yeah, all right, whatever. I forgot they're a teenager.
Okay, have a good life.
Yeah, you
I
too.
saved it today. Well, both all of us did. We saved your life today, but you know, you don't have to be nice to us about it or anything, I suppose.
Yeah, right. I guess. That was pretty cool when you shot it.
Thanks.
Yeah, they did pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
All right, bye.
Bye. Have fun.
Okay, Boomer.
I'm not a boomer.
I don't
What
know.
the
You made
fuck?
my snowman explode, so
Womp womp.
womp womp
What the
womp.
What the fuck was that all about?
You know, teens.
Kids these days.
Kids these days.
That's true, yes, but also the snowman.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure. Perhaps it was something that she did inadvertently, or perhaps there's some sort of more nefarious force at work here.
I'm keeping an eye on any snowmen we see. That's for sure.
Got my eye for motherfucking Olaf from Frozen.
Yeah. Specifically the Olaf that's like melting in front of the fire.
This is an Olaf hate account.
That's fair.
Should we have asked if they've seen any like figures around, like shady people? I don't know.
They're they're teens and they're gone now.
That's true.
Good thought. Good thought. They decided they remembered they were teens a little bit
Yeah.
too
Shush.
soon. Snowshoes.
Well, I suppose we should make our way to the uphill climb.
Aye.
Alrion will kind of, as we're making our way through town, kind of absentmindedly wonder out loud about the, like, the town's name is Ker Dineval, and the old inn is Dinev's Rest, and Ker seems to mean castle, so this town is named after Dinev's castle. I wonder who Dinev was, and Dineval must mean Dinevs in whatever language this is local to here. I wonder what language that is. And they turn to Hen and say, "Do you know?"
Hey, do I know? Should I? Oh, is this would this help here? We're not in a dungeon or a ruin, but
Yeah, I'll say
Would
that
I
counts.
know?
There is a ruined watchtower over there. So
Yeah,
That's
you know
true.
what? I'll give it to you.
all right.
Yeah.
So, with this knowledge, you're like, something kind of clicks in your brain, and you remember just a fact that you'd heard about ages ago. That the Dinev family is the ones who originally settled Caer Dineval. They built the small castle over 400 years ago, and they came from the land of Cormyr.
Cormyr.
Cormyr, it's time for a Forgotten Realms lore dump. Cormyr is also known as the Forest Country and the Land of the Purple Dragon. It is an independent nation in interior Faerun, one of the most prosperous countries of Faerun.
Is it Koromir?
Cormyr.
Thank you. And who is there like a most common race or like ethnic background from there?
Humans, and then half
Humans.
elves.
And half elves. So it's not like it's not dwarvish. It just kind of sounds dwarven to me.
It's all dwarven to me.
It's all dwarven to me. Yeah, so Hen, as they're walking, Hen kind of just spouts this off. Yeah, the Dineval family is founded this roughly 400 years ago. They came from Carmere originally. I wonder why they came out here to the wastes. But they founded this. That old watchtower's seen better days, but it was well built in its time. 400 years can do a lot to some stone.
I suppose it can. That's very interesting. I've never even heard of Cormier before. Then I suppose I should really try to learn more about the prime material plane while I'm here.
I think Hen just kind of shrugs at that and says, it's just the kind of thing that gets stuck in my head. When you do a lot of research and you learn about a lot of artifacts and a lot of places, starts to be something you can rattle off.
Prime material plane ain't all it's cracked up to be.
I think Gili she's silent, but I think she's feeling self-conscious about not knowing any of this or what she's doing.
I think Oki will kind of notice that and will kind of squeeze your hand, Gili, and say, "It's okay. We're almost to where I needed to go. So why don't we head to the uphill climb and we can just relax."
Oh yeah, your wife.
Yeah, she's there. She's waiting for me.
And I'm sorry, did you say her name was Pollyann or Pollyanna?
Pollyanna.
That's a very pretty name.
She's very pretty. So as you move towards the uphill climb, Oki kind of runs a little bit faster than the rest of you all, just trying to kind of get up there quicker.
Miss Wife.
I miss my wife, Tails.
I miss my wife.
The cave road.
Is that a reference to something?
They both are.
Oh, I was thinking I miss the Earth so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space.
Damn. Rocket Man up in here.
Rocket Man. So the uphill climb is situated northwest of the Care, where it offers a spectacular view of the lake and the frozen docks. And you open the doors, and it is kind of a dour mood mostly in there. There are a few grizzled-looking fishermen hanging out. There's a rugged, middle-aged man with like kind of a big barrel chest and lots of really bushy red hair, kind of tending the bar. And at the bar is a very lithe silver dragonborn. And as you all open the door, Oki kind of squeals very happily and runs up and like jumps to hug Pollyanna, the dragonborn.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Who hugs her back, and they just start she just starts peppering them with kisses.
Aww.
And Oki kind of takes Pollyanna's hand and brings her over and says, well, Pollyanna, these are my new friends that I met. They traveled with me and they helped me get here safely. We did see, oh my gosh, you would not believe it. We saw a huge dragon, so big. It was a white dragon too. It was really weird. And there was like something riding it, and Pollyanna is just very like politely listening and like smiling and very happy. And she kind of reaches out her hand and says, my name's Pollyanna. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you so much for keeping Oki safe.
But of course.
Oh.
Everybody says you're welcome at the same time.
Gili's ears perk up at the word friends. And she takes her hand and is very excited to shake it, and she's like, "You have a beautiful name."
Oh,
and
thank you. So do you.
Thank you. And yeah, that's she just smiles.
Alrion does their best to shake Pollyanna's hand in the same way that Oki was shaking people's hands before.
Oh, my heart.
That's cute.
Pollyanna gives you a smile and kind of like gives you a bit more vigorous of a shake as she notices you doing that.
Yes. Thank you for lending us your spouse, as well as us protecting them. They kept us safe as well.
Oh, well, that's a relief. Please, why don't we sit down? I'm afraid there's not. She kind of looks towards the bartender. She says, "I'm afraid there's not much on offer here, but I can get us all a nice round of warm chowder, perhaps, or hot chowder, perhaps."
That would be lovely.
Hot cheddar sounds delightful after 12 hours in the snow.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
She heads up to the bar, and you can tell that she kind of seems to be not arguing with the bartender, but there's definitely a small bit of a heated discussion between the two of them before she comes and sits back down. And she says, "So, tell me about yourselves. What do you all? Are you all adventurers? Are you what do you do?"
Adventurers is as good a way as any to describe us. I would suppose we've been working with Danica Greysteel a little bit. I'm kind of new to the group. We're here to find out what's going on with the speaker. I heard that he's sick and there's kind of strange figures coming out at all hours of the care.
Oh yeah. I we don't really. Uh, I can't say that I know what's going on with him. Haven't really seen him in a while. I try not to. Well, I try not to concern myself too terribly much with the politics of 10 towns. Um, I'm more into the nature side of things, you see. But it seems to really have everyone on edge. But I've mostly been out gathering herbs and berries and such for our work. I haven't really been paying much attention to what's been going on in town.
Do you do a lot of healing then?
Oh, I dabble, yes. I'm not accomplished, but I do offer my services in town for those who perhaps need a little bit of a quick pick me up or something.
Perhaps I can speak to you after we eat.
Perhaps, yes.
You said you do some collecting of herbs and berries.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to intrude on your locations, but as someone who travels the Dale, I'd be interested to know if you are willing to share.
Oh, of course. I would be more than happy to share. I even have a few herbs in my pocket. If you, or in my pouch, I gathered a little bit extra today. If you're interested, I don't know if maybe you're familiar with them or not.
That's weed. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Pollyanna's got the herbs.
Pollyanna,
Oh, no.
hey, weed lesbian. There is she pulls out two different herbs. One of them she calls Ilmater's Breath, which is kind of a grassy herb. And the second one is Woundwort, which is a small little root.
Do I know anything about these herbs?
Give me a nature check. Oops. No, you've never seen these herbs before.
Oh, incredible! I haven't seen these in the Dale before. What do they have any particular qualities? Are they used for cooking? What do you do with them?
So, uh, the Ilmater's breath, and she kind of ties a string around a handful of it. And she says, if you chew on this prior to your sleeping, you'll wake up feeling a little bit more invigorated. And then she hands you one of the woundwort roots, and says, if you mash this into a poultice and spread it onto a wound, when you are taking a brief break from your travels, it'll kind of help heal you up a little bit better. So mechanically, the Ilmater's breath, if you chew it raw before a long rest, at the end of your long rest, you will start with 1d6 temporary hit points. And woundwort is if you spread it over a wound, you get an extra 1d4 hit points when you finish a short rest.
Nice.
So she gave you enough for about 2 doses of each.
Awesome. I will put that in my inventory.
No, you go. I was going to ask what the the wife's name was again. Then I remembered it was Pollyanna.
Sheely says, "Sorry to get back on the speaker, but have you seen any like weird people around? Any shady people at all? I know that you said you haven't been paying much attention, but if there is anybody suspicious at all."
I mean, I've seen a few individuals come in and out of the castle, but everyone's been a bit on edge lately anyway, so I can't really say if they were suspicious or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anybody can be sort of suspicious. Rourke over there has been a bit on edge too.
Right, and when we came into town, we saw some teenagers that inadvertently created a snow golem.
Well, that's concerning.
Yeah, has that sort of thing happened before?
No, I can't say that it has.
We were able to dispatch it and no one was injured, but it's
That's a relief.
Yes.
It was very odd.
Oki pretty much took care of it herself.
It's true.
Very, very strong, your Oki. Winks at Oki.
Oki is kind of like about to say, but I didn't do anything, and then kind of realizes what you all are doing and gives you like a really big smile and says, that's right, I protected them, and I was very impressive. I'm gonna roll a deception check.
Yes.
Do it with advantage because we're hype crew.
I will, don't worry. Let's see. Oki does not have deception as a skill. Alright.
Not bad.
Yeah, Pollyanna buys it. And she gives Oki a kiss on the forehead and says, that is my dear, strong, lovely Oki. And kind of...
Oh, that's cute.
They cuddle a little bit closer. Wow, I love these two. I'm never letting anything bad happen to them ever. Oh my god.
They're very, very cute.
Rourke comes by and drops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bowls of chowder and kind of grumbles something about, and thank the druid there for paying for your dinner.
Can I do an insight check on this fool?
Once I'm finished talking at him, yeah.
Okay.
Thank the druid for your dinner. If you need anything else, I'll be behind the bar. And he kind of stomps back to the bar and starts cleaning glasses that he doesn't seem to have given any. There seems to be no glasses of ale being drunk here. But
He's
still
cleaning
cleaning
already
them.
clean glasses.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, go ahead and give an insight check.
All right.
Which druid?
Oops. It's only a 4.
You got no clue. He's definitely pissed about something.
He's
I think Pollyanna might be a druid.
Pollyanna is a druid.
Oh, okay.
who spit in his bean curd?
Pollyanna kind of chuckles and says, he's not usually like this, but with the ferries being closed, we haven't had any deliveries, so.
What closed the ferries?
Well, the lake is frozen over.
Is that what I can have not asked that question if I just totally
give me
blanked
1
on that.
second. Mostly.
Also, if anybody was paying attention to Alrion, as when Pollyanna started saying with the fairies, they looked kind of like excited, and then when they realized they were talking about boats.
Oh no!
I actually had that same thought. I was like, "What fairies?"
I
So-
also had that same thought.
Yeah, the ice is frozen over, but Pollyanna says that the speaker, before he started, like as he was starting to get kind of ill, he closed the ferry down. He discontinued the work on it and said we would not be using the ferry anymore. And then he started to get ill and kind of shut himself up in his castle there. We haven't had any deliveries from Goodmead, even by road, and the ferry is what connected us to East Haven much quicker, and there haven't been any deliveries from there either. So whole town seems to be out of ale and beer and mead, and then most of the fishers and ferrymen are out of work, which has kind of got everyone a little bit agitated, I would say.
Has anyone looked into the reason why the fairies were, like, why he decided to do that, or any, like, has he talked to anybody about the reasoning? Because I mean, it affects all these businesses. I can't imagine it would be an easy decision to do something like that.
He didn't give really any reasoning. You're welcome to go try and talk to his attendants, but he's been rather sick, and his attendants aren't really taking guests or letting him see visitors.
Huh. Curious.
Wonder how we can pay him a visit.
I think we'll probably try and head over there in the morning.
Right. Jill, I gotta say, this town is giving me this similar vibes to Valaki, where everybody is sad because they have no wine.
Oh my god, it's true! Fuck. I love that. Hell yeah.
So I suppose we should see the grumpy man behind the bar about some rooms.
Aye. Why don't if you could take care of that, I have a few things I'd like to ask our healer friends.
Of course.
Ooh, I like this art.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Pretty.
Let's go, Gili.
Okay, maybe, do you think we should ask the guy over there about if he's seen anybody weird?
We could ask him while we're talking about rooms.
Okay. Yeah, let's give it a shot. and she goes over to him. She goes, excuse me.
Kind of like grumbles and looks at you and says, "What do you want?"
Hi, sorry to bother you. I promise I won't be in your hair anymore after this, but have you seen any weird, strange figures or people or anybody suspicious? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people come in and out. I mean, maybe not since the whole ale thing, but you know, I mean,
You
still.
talk a lot. What's your point?
So you haven't seen anyone like weird or suspicious?
You're welcome to try and figure it out yourselves.
I guess. Hold on, let me try again. Have you seen a guy about like maybe, I don't know how tall, maybe about like 7.5 feet, maybe?
Tall drink of water? No, I hadn't seen nobody that tall.
Okay, all right.
Why, you looking for someone, kiddo? He kind of like looks a little bit more interested in your problems than he does in their problems.
He's like, finally, some hot goss around here.
Yeah, what's the tea, kid?
I haven't been able to eavesdrop in anyone's conversations because no one's here to drink.
Exactly.
She says, yeah, but it's a personal thing. I mean, if you really want to know, he killed my mom, but
That's rough, kiddo.
Yeah.
That's right,
I'd
buddy.
offer you some ale, but we're plumb out.
Well.
Wait, are you old enough to drink, kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't drink though.
Gotcha. That's a fair choice.
Thank you. If you see anyone that's really tall, just
well,
I don't know, knock on our door.
Kiddo, I gotta say, there's Goliaths living around here. There's quite a few really tall folks. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
Was this person a Goliath?
I don't know, no, because my mom is a Goliath and she doesn't look anything like how he looked. He's really tall. He had...
Yeah, you said that already.
She looks really embarrassed.
Did he have horns?
No.
Did he have big teeth?
He had, yeah, kind of sharp teeth. He had
claws?
Yeah. When you say claws, she looks upset about that exact detail. She says, yeah, kind of ears that kind of hang down a little bit.
Fur?
Oh, yeah, a bit of fur. Not as fluffy as, like, me, but he had some fur. Kind of... It's weird because he had winter clothes on. I mean, this was all the way at home in Faerun in the Starspire Mountains. I mean, he came all the way from Icewind Dale. He was just big, scary.
Aye. Well, I tell you what, kiddo. Sorry to hear about your mom, but if I see anyone by that look, I'll what's your name? I'll try and find a way to get a message to you.
Gili Emberlock, sir.
Nice to meet you, Gili. I'm Rourke.
Rourke. I like that name.
Ah, thank you. Me mum gave it to me.
Aurion chuckles.
That's very cute.
Bless her soul. So
we also wanted to inquire about rooms for the evening.
Sorry, we're all full up here.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we didn't have many rooms to begin with. It's not really much of an inn here, more of a tavern. but all our rooms are taken.
Do you know of
these-
anywhere we might be able to stay for the night?
He kind of gives a humorless chuckle and says, "Could always try the care."
Do they put up guests
Yes,
in
sure as
in the
hell's
care?
big enough, they ought to put up guests.
What about Dinner's Rest?
You want to stay in that death trap?
Death Trap?
Place has been abandoned. The building is probably about to collapse in on itself. I wouldn't advise staying in there.
Why was it? Do you know why it was abandoned? Just lack of business, or
Yeah, it's, ever since this blasted night came around, business has kind of been slowing down for a lot of folks. Owner of Dinev's Rest couldn't really keep it open no mores and abandoned the place, headed out. I think he tried to get his way back to Faerun, or maybe stayed in Bryn Shander, I don't know, but boarded up the place and left.
I see. Well, I suppose we have to try our luck at the care then.
Good luck.
I appreciate your geniality. It's nice to see someone friendly in this very frigid place.
Oh, yeah, well, they say that people of the Dale hearts can be as cold as the land they live on, but I don't put much stock in that saying.
Yes, clearly not.
Alright, well, best of luck to yous.
And to you as well. I hope that that your ale spring is not dry for much longer.
Yeah, well, have to figure out what's going on in Goodmead, I guess. And I suppose also with the speaker. Well, thank you.
We've actually heard that there's a young giant menacing mead shipments out of Goodmead, so
Well,
that's probably one of the things we're going to investigate next.
well, best of luck to you.
Yeah, perhaps if we get it solved, we'll come and give you the good news ourselves.
Well, that'd be much appreciated. Give me a persuasion check.
All
Or
right.
any sort of charisma check that you want. You can just do flat charisma if you'd rather.
All right, let's see. I'm not proficient in any charisma skill, so I might as well just go with persuasion.
Okay. Okay. He just kind of gives you a nod as you head back to the table. But while this was going on, Hen,
Yes.
did you want to do this conversation privately, as in the other players are not around for it, or do you mind if they are here to listen in?
I've been debating. I think it would be fun to do it in the secrets chat.
Okay, so I think the problem is that I don't think the Twitch stream is going to pick up your voice in the secrets chat. So I'm going to ask
Do you
the
want me-
other two to go into the secrets chat.
Yeah, I was
Gotcha.
gonna
Yeah.
say that. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll go in there.
Hi,
Hello.
we're secrety.
Secret time.
AJ, if you're
so-
listening to this in the video on demand, skip ahead about, I don't know, five minutes.
If you're listening, no, you're not.
If you're listening, no, you're not. All right, so Pollyanna and Oki are kind of sitting across from you. Oki is face deep in the chowder,
Oh, yeah.
getting absolutely lost in the sauce. Pollyanna is eating a bit more refined, and looks at you and says, "So, what question did you have for me?"
I have a bit of a medical problem.
I see, a medical problem.
I'm. You heard of a red slad?
Can't say that I have.
Well, we don't need to get into the gory details or anything, but say a gnome finds herself incubating a red slad egg, and say that gnome has about 46 days before it hatches out of her body, and you know, and say that gnome is looking for some kind of healing spell to get it removed. Do you know anything about that? About what would do that?
Give me a d20 roll.
All right. Just a flat?
Just a flat d20 roll. Oh, baby! There we go!
Baby. Oh, baby!
She says, I've dealt with parasites before, yes. My methods are a little bit unconventional. A cleric would typically just simply cast a spell and you would be cured. I tend to take a more hands-on approach. If you're comfortable with that, I assure you, I've done plenty of things of that nature before. And Oki kind of like lifts their head up from the chowder and says, "Yeah, that's how we met, actually.
Wow.
They saved me from there was some worm thingy that got in after I went swimming in one of the lakes here, and got it in through my foot, and Pollyanna went in and got the thing out and did a real good job of it too."
Well, I mean, Oki here is living, breathing proof of your expertise. I think I would trust you with it. I'd rather get it done sooner than later. I had originally had a lead on a paladin that was traveling with this group, but unfortunately he didn't make it.
Fuck you. Damn, son, that hurts.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
in my kokoro.
Mm.
Yeah, I can. If you would like, I should have all the herbs necessary back at our place. If you want to get that taken care of tonight.
Yes, that would be wonderful. I don't have much to pay you at the moment, but I can give you an IOU, or I can fix things around the house for you, or if you'd like something made, I'm an artificer. I can make little things.
Give me a persuasion roll.
All right. Also, just for flavor, while all of this is happening, Chancer is on the table, just like playing with a spoon.
Excellent.
Like looking at herself in it, trying to mouth it, but doesn't really have a mouth, so just kind of like hits it against her face. Persuade. Oh, I'm not good at persuasion. Oh no. Yeah.
Pollyanna thinks for a moment and says, "Well, I do need some of the cost covered, but I think I can reduce it a little bit for you, and you can pay me back over time after perhaps after you've gotten a few more adventures under your belt. But
I appreciate it very much.
Kept Oki safe, and I would be happy to help you out here."
Thank you. Looks like genuinely relieved.
If you want to, I've already paid our tab. We don't really have that much space in our house. It's a kind of a one-bedroom sort of deal, but you and your friends are welcome to come stay with us if you like.
I wouldn't want to
It'll be just a bit of a
impose.
squeeze. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, if we wanted to get the procedure done tonight, you would need to come back anyway. So, and you definitely need to rest inside. I would not suggest going out and sleeping in the snow after a procedure. But
That's fair. I'll listen to your medical expertise.
Oh, well, perfect. Oh, it looks like they're coming back, so I'll just be. We'll keep this between ourselves, and we'll make sure that you can be as discreet as you like with them.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I just didn't want to freak him out.
Oh, understandable. These sorts of things can always take people by surprise. I heard of some individuals who've had parasites just kind of completely take over their bodies, and they were a completely different person afterwards. So I can imagine you want to get this taken care of as soon as possible.
I definitely. Thank you very much.
Oh, not a problem. All right. Y'all can come back now.
Oh, hello.
Hello, you can come back now.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody. So you return to the table.
Yeah, what are the vibes?
The vibes are Hen looks relieved as hell.
That's the vibes.
Does she have a pep in her step?
A little bit of a pep. She looks like you didn't know that she was really tense about something, and suddenly that tension is gone.
Wow, Hen, you look like $1 million.
Thank you. Let's just say I think I've disproved that damn fish tonight, at least for me. Swimming in the wrong kind of circle for me, that little bastard.
That little bastard.
He just said yes to everything I asked, so I figured that's what he did for everyone. Is it not?
No, he said no to me.
Yeah, my wish didn't come true either.
Oh. He said yes to all 3 of my wishes.
You got very lucky. Must have really liked you.
Alrion actually does stifle a laugh. It's just a stupid fish.
Well, and the egg is going to be on his little fish face next time I see him.
That's impressive considering he's underwater.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be that's gonna be on me. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put an egg in there.
Ah. It's too bad we can't all go in at once. That would be entertaining to see.
We can peek.
You can peek in through. Our friends here have graciously invited us to stay at their tonight because Pollyanna is going to be helping me with my medical issue, and it's going to be a procedure that I need to rest inside for the evening.
Oh, are you all right?
I'm going to be. We can talk about it on the way.
Sure. It's also very generous of them because there are no rooms here. Not at all. In fact, he suggested that we try and stay at the castle, which is not very helpful.
That seems a hard one to get a handle on. That seems like it would be a hard sell.
I agree.
All right.
Okay, Polly, shall you lead the way?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wait, you guys didn't show Polly your new friend. Polly, we found something.
A puppy! The puppy!
Yes, she's just outside with our other dogs.
So you all start to head towards Polly and Oki's home. And Oki is very excitedly showing Pollyanna Lucky, the pup, and telling Pollyanna everything about how you all saved this pup very heroically from certain doom.
Well, she's not wrong.
Hanging off of a cliff above an ice floe, just going over the top about it.
Nobody's like, there's no ice flow going
That's nice,
between
dear.
here and where you were, but
That's
okay.
lovely, dear. Thank you. And as you reach the small house, which Ian and Libby, it is a 1-bedroom house. Polly.
Is it small creature sized too?
No, because Pollyanna's a silver dragonborn.
Oh, I missed
Big
that.
wife.
Yeah, tall wife, small wife.
We love tall wife, small wife in this house.
Yeah. Love
They're
it.
both dragons
They're
too.
both dragons. So Polly starts to kind of mess with some herbs in the kitchen, and Oki is kind of like pulling a bunch of blankets out of a closet and setting them up in the living room so that you guys are gonna probably have to cuddle puddle it tonight because there's not a ton of room.
I think Geely is used to having like this sort of like tatami sort of situation. So
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, it's normal. Like, roll out a bed, you know, that's like really sort of thin. That's her situation, usually.
Yeah.
And after a little bit of brewing of some tea and collecting of some herbs, Pollyanna looks to you, Hen, and says, all right, if you would join me in the kitchen, we have my table set up in here. I have a curtain to kind of give us some privacy.
Of course, of course. You go on. I'll be right there. I'm just going
Absolutely.
to give a little context to my friends.
Of course. She heads back into the kitchen.
Geely is like, Hen, is it your arm? she's like pointing to her arm, like, is it okay?
Hen does like a little kind of like Ghibli mom laugh, you know, like no, it's not my arm, pup. It's
What's wrong with your arm?
nothing's wrong with it because it's gone.
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up. I forgot that.
I mean, it very much looks like you have two arms.
Aye, that's the trick of my armor, you see. I think Hen probably she's got like, you know, she's got like a tunic on under it and everything. So she probably starts undoing her armor because she's gonna have a procedure, so she can't wear her armor anyways.
I see. That's why it's called armor.
Boo.
You're just full of them, aren't you?
I'm sorry.
No, that was a pretty good one.
I'm sure you get it a lot.
Not that many people know that I missing this one because the armor I made it special, so it helps me out. So I don't have to, you know, do everything with one arm when I'm wearing it.
You're very talented.
Wow, thank you very much. Here's so it's not my arm. Before I joined all of you, I was adventuring with some other adventuring folks. Found them through Hlen or Danica, both of them. I can't remember exactly. It was a weird job. Ended up fighting a creature, big red frog guy.
Oh.
Didn't go great. Did get an egg in me, but it's okay because Pollyanna's gonna fix me up, get it out tonight.
Ah, you got alkyd.
I know. And I've
You
been
did.
losing
Oh
my
my God.
mind.
I gave her the opportunity to say no. I've already been slotted before.
Fuck.
I got slotted. I got fucking slotted.
Sheely is like what? She doesn't quite understand.
I didn't want to open with it because it's kind of weird and kind of gross, but I'm gonna get it fixed up. So, good news for me. I'm not gonna. I'm no longer terminal.
Good. Is
Yeah.
there anything we can do to help?
Just be a little easy on me tomorrow, probably. I don't really know what this procedure's gonna be like, but Pollyanna did say that I was going to need to rest for the evening and that it would be need to be much better done inside. So I'll probably be, I don't know, a little sore, a little weird. But that's it.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, but not as nervous as I was. Not as you go around for a couple of weeks with a calendar in your head with an end date, and the end is the end of you. You know, makes you a little bit nervous. So I'm excited to get it over with.
Yeah. I, you know, you people live such shorter lives than me as it is. I can't imagine.
Hold on, I'm looking this up because I think gnomes are actually live a long time.
They
well,
do.
I mean, shorter than 800 years, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like gnomes are like 300.
Yeah, gnomes are around 300.
Oh,
I think,
are
but
they?
she's-
I didn't
yeah,
realize. Oh my god. Yeah. I think
but she
Geely
is only
just
35.
like Geely's like a normal person
Yep.
lifespan. The under 100.
Yeah. Ariane will squeeze Hen's shoulder and say, we'll be right here in the next room.
Thank you kindly. Yeah, you're very nice to a silly little gnome like me.
Geely gives her a big hug. And she says, "We'll be here. Don't worry, okay? It'll be fine."
It'll be fine. I think she gestures for Chancer to come with her. But basically she's just gonna like hold on to Chancer's little monkey hand for comfort while the procedure's going on.
Yeah. So when you go back into the kitchen, there is. They have like a tiny little 2-person circle table in one corner, and then a bigger table has been pulled out. There's a sheet down on top of it. There seem to be a few tools. It's a lot of herbs and some like arcane foci kind of set on a table near it. She hands you a cup of tea, and says, "Before we get started, just drink that. It is made of Veruna's cure-all. It should help with your recovery and with making sure the procedure goes smoothly."
Thank you very much. Ian in the Twitch chat did say if Connor were here, he'd be talking about how the egg is actually the things.
Yeah, except the egg is actually alien, so
Yeah.
who's the real winner?
The egg is alien.
It's a chest burster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hen drinks the tea. Says, should I drink it fast? Should I drink it slow? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I'm going to kind of sedate you a bit.
I think that's fair.
Any pain.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so she kind of helps you lay back down on the tarp, casts sleep on you, and you fall asleep. While the procedure is being done, Oki is kind of, oh no.
Oh, Sheely.
Oki's kind of sitting with the two of you, and I imagine the dogs are probably inside because they don't really have a place for the dogs to be outside. Kind of just like hanging out with you guys in the blankets and pillows and whatnot.
Yeah, Magpie's all curled up around the puppy.
Oh, trying to set up a nice way for you all to sleep tonight. One fewer kidney. I took out your appendix while I was at it.
Good. I don't need that damn thing
Actually,
anyway.
And your
you know
tonsils.
What if gnomes actually do need their appendices?
Oh, a reversal.
A reversal of the thing.
What?
Make that vestigial organ into a tigial organ.
Ayo. And Hen, when you wake up, it's not too terribly long after. It's maybe 30 minutes for this procedure. Um, you kind of feel a little bit like you feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders for sure.
Yeah.
Or out of them.
You feel a little bit woozy just from kind of being woken up from sleep
Mm-hmm.
and having a procedure done. You can see there is a very small set of stitches on an incision in your chest, and Polly kind of helps ease you up to a sitting position and hands you another cup of tea. And says, this one is made of mother's leaf. It will help with your recovery. Drink this one slowly.
Thank you.
Of
Small
course.
sip. Small sip.
And she holds out a vial of kind of a liquid, and inside you see a small petrified egg.
God damn, was that thing in me?
Yes, it was. I've even shrunken it down a little bit as part of the procedure, kind of petrified it.
Holy moly.
It was about, about 1.5 times the size when it was in you.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, luckily it wasn't as far along as it could have been.
Thank you so much for this.
Oh, yes, of course. Do you want it?
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Oh, excellent. She kind of makes sure that the stopper is in there properly, and hands it to you. Kind of turns her face away to let you kind of put your clothes back on,
Yeah.
or your shirt rather. She wouldn't have. She would have just taken the shirt off to get the
Yeah, don't
incision done.
need the pants. Don't need the pants off.
Yeah. And she says, just make sure you rest up tonight. Get your full 8 hours of sleep. But you should be good. Luckily for you, it wasn't that far along. Just based on the inspection I did of it, could have been much worse.
I think it's been about 2 10 days ish, or yeah, something around there.
Well, you're quite lucky.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And you're welcome.
And if there's anything, I'm going to pay you because I'll pay you once I have the funds because it's what you deserve. But also on top of that, if there's any favor that you ever need from me, you can go ahead and call me, and I'll do what I can.
She kind of chuckles and says, "Well, I appreciate that. It's very kind of you." And she kind of stretches and yawns slightly and says, "Oh man, it's a little bit later than I expected. I'm going to go to bed if that's all right. But you take your time.
Of course, of course.
I will see you in the morning. Best of luck."
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
You too. And she kind of comes out of the kitchen. Oki jumps up excitedly and grabs her hand, and they walk to their bedroom. They both kind of give you all their good nights and says, "We'll see you in the morning." Oki gets up quite early. She'll probably make you all some breakfast if you'd like, but sleep well, everyone. And they go to bed.
Thank you.
I think Sheely's already curled up with pork chop, like
Oh my
sleeping.
God,
Yeah.
Precious. Yeah.
sad boy.
Hen sort of slowly walks over to the big blanket pile and finds a spot and tucks herself in, just kind of looking at this vial with the embryo in there. At one point, Chancer tries to take it, and she's like, "Stop that! Go to bed." Chancer goes and curls up under underneath the chin of the puppy, who is curled up underneath the chin of Magpie.
Oh.
Alrion sees Hen with the vial and says, "So that was it."
That was it.
It's Fascinating how something so small can wield such power.
I, I'm, uh, I'm really surprised that I didn't think that I didn't think it would be this soon that I would be able to get it fixed. I'm, I'm very glad.
I am too. I am. Uh, they get a little embarrassed and say, "Never mind."
Well, now what's on your mind?
Uh, I was just going to say I'm not ready to lose more friends.
Oh.
Hen just kind of reaches out with her singular arm and squeezes Alrion's shoulder and like gives it a little shake, you know, like a squeeze and shake. And then starts rooting around in her things to get her little uh, mask, her little sleeping mask, and says, "Well, suppose we better get some sleep. Good night, Alrion."
Good night.
Wow. I love them.
Wow.
We did it,
Wow,
gamers.
We did it, gamers. We leveled up in friendship.
We did level up in
Yay.
friendship.
All right. I think that's as good a place as any to stop for the night. A nice
Yeah,
little
nice.
bookend.
Nice narrative bookend. Now y'all
narrative
can go back and listen to the
Yeah,
scene that we did
exactly.
in secret. I just thought it was fun to start it out in secret. I didn't expect it to be like, oh yeah, I can do it tonight.
Hey, she's got the shit for it, you know?
roll that fucking nat 20, you know?
Hell yeah.
Just wait until you find out what she left in there in its place.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
She left the
dun,
thing
dun,
in there.
dun.
I
The
want
thing's
to
in there
know.
now.
I want to know what Hen can do with the egg to turn it into some cool invention.
Yeah, that's the plan. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Jill and I have discussed just like
Yeah.
having it be like inlaid into the front of her armor, like in the ring. That's why Jill was asking me about the ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I will say now that the egg is out of Hen,
That's a chicken joke, isn't it?
Oh no.
all right, well, never mind. Now I'm not gonna tell you guys.
I want to know.
I was gonna say,
I
I
didn't
think
make
I'm
the joke.
joking. So my thought was if Hen had not gotten it like taken out, if Hen had run out of time, it was going to get stuck in the. This is brutal. It was gonna get stuck in the ring and wouldn't be able to like fully come out, and so it would just be not good for either of them.
Oof.
Would it be like the next time Hen took off her armor, that would just be it?
Well, it still kills you when it bursts out of your
Oh.
chest, but like even if she had gotten healed, it would be stuck in there and would be causing her damage.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then Scout and I were also talking about like depending on the length of time that the egg had been in there versus when it gets taken out, like if it were like a full-on embryo of the tadpole, we talked about like once it gets out and petrified, like putting that in the ring because that would look cool as shit.
It would
to
look
have just
cool
like
as
an
shit.
alien, an alien embryo in your
Hell yeah.
in your armor. So yeah, that's a freebie that you all get.
I was telling Ian in the side chat where I was like, I swear to God, if Hen turns into a werewolf, I think Geely is gonna have to fight her. She's like,
Fuck.
you give me a bad name.
I love that. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible. Well, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out and watching us tonight. Thank you to my lovely players for a great session. I had a wonderful time with you all.
Thank you.
Thank you to our
Jill.
wonderful DM.
Aw,
Yeah.
gross. Happy birthday again to Ian.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you.
Oh shoot, I need to update these credits. Our virtual tabletop is Roll20 Pro now. We've upgraded.
We've upgraded.
Even though the upgrade decided to literally, it has been working for the past week and a half that I've been messing with it, and then today it decided to shit the bed on me, and said, no, actually, this cool API that you installed, I'm not gonna work. So I'm gonna figure
Sounds like
that
a
out.
Roll20 thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna figure that out and get that fixed. But we are on Roll20 Pro now, so there will be some mostly cosmetic things that I'm gonna be updating. A few things of just like, there's an ammo tracker that I'm gonna put in so that once people like shoot their arrows, it automatically counts how many arrows you've shot. Just some simple quality of life fixes, pretty much. But that is what we were using, was Roll20 Pro. We use a lot of supplements to create our characters and for random encounters. They will all be linked in the video that I will post on YouTube. Our token art is done by Scout and Libby. You can find their Twitters right there. Our maps are done by the Rime of the Frostmaiden module for Roll20, 2-minute tabletop, and dungeon draft. Our static graphics are done in Incarnate. Our token creator is rolladvantage.com/tokenstamp. We're gonna get the music working one of these days. I promise you, it's gonna happen. Don't worry about it. And then we use Legend Keeper for our wiki and notes. A couple things that we want to plug is, first of all, I know AJ isn't here, but AJ and I both work on a podcast called Frog of the Week. You can check it out at frogpod.online. Scout has commissions open, which you will find at Scout's Ko-fi, which I will link in the emote credits, because Scout did a new, I swear upon my life, emote credit. One of these days, Stream Elements. There it is. So Scout's Ko-fi is the last link in that post. It is ko-fi.com/humblegoat. Scout did a lovely new emote that I have on my channel. It is this one right here, Zelda, my lovely cat, behind in front of some fireworks.
So cute.
Definitely go commission Scout. She does wonderful art. She literally did the token for Oki like 30 minutes before the session, just like
I'm just blown
in
away.
a fervor. Like, I have to draw this little kobold.
Yeah.
Scout is a machine, but
Scout
like
is a
in
machine.
a good way.
We love and
like,
support Scout. Please go.
You will
throw
get
your money at Scout. You will
you'll
more
get
than your money's
good
worth.
art, and you'll get it fast, and it's
we
wonderful.
Love
We love Scout in this house.
Yeah. Never happier with purchases than with Scout.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice to me.
I can hear you curling up into a ball.
Yeah.
Stop! I literally am.
Watch. What is it? What season is it, Libby? Season 12?
Oh, Archer season 12. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch Archer season 12 on Fox.
Yeah, on Hulu.
Hulu and Fox,
comes
right?
out. It premieres August.
FX.
The first two
That's the right one.
episodes premiere on August 25th.
All right, so you guys have 3 weeks. 3
Ugh.
weeks
Still working on the show.
to watch 11 seasons of Archer and get caught up, so you can watch season 12, which our dear Libby worked on.
Thank you for that shout out.
Oh, you're so welcome. And Ian gets a shout out just because Ian's a really cool friend, and I love Ian a lot. So that is all for us this week. We hope y'all have lovely rest of your evenings, or whatever time it is for you. And we hope you all join us next time as we perhaps figure out what's going on in Caer Dineval. Thank y'all.
Woo!
Thank you. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.